Welcome to Untitled Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for January 2022. We're in the season of Capricorn as of today. So today's the 23rd of December. So we're now in Capricorn, which is very earthed, very stable, very much an earth element. So let's sort of stay close to earth this month. You, Aquarius, are in your 12th house. So that means you might feel a bit like just being with yourself at one, introspection, just being more sort of an overview of the last 12 months you've had. And yeah, it's a really special time actually. You may not feel like being too social or social enough, but yeah, just keeping to yourself a bit more. The energy around is the Three of Cups, which is the party card. It's also the Three in a Relationship card. Now this can be any relationship that you're in. There might be a bit of a crowd. But before any further ado, we'll just see what the cards stack up to say about this energy for the next 4 weeks. Okay. So, where you are right now, Aquarius, is karmic debt has been cleared. Very amazing. This card, it's very much a very highly spiritual. It's one of the high spiritual cards. It's a big card, so it's a big happening. Any karmic debt you may have had with people throughout the year, you know, just antagonizing people or people in general, or your close partnerships, all that sort of thing, you've managed to sort of resolve all that. No more debt. And what a great time to have it too in your 12th house, where you're like, I'm debt free of karma with people, thank God. New, fresh, new beginnings. And that's basically, Aquarius, how we want it to be as well, just the month before our special birthday. Okay, what's influenced that to happen is the Ace of Wands. So lots of activity, lots of energy, new beginnings, lots of hope for the new year coming through, but the energy to go with it. So energy is in surplus for you this next 4 weeks, which is great. Lots of action as well, so planning, getting things done, really sort of being active in it. So, and this will affect the whole reading. So interesting. Younger Aquarian couples, females, males, just be aware of fertility here. Just be aware. Okay, because coupled with the karmic debt, there could be some sort of extraordinary things happening in terms of your fertility. So if you don't want, just make sure you're safe. Okay, let's see what was happening in November, December for you guys. Yeah, love being renewed, reconnecting with somebody where that, you know, there was maybe something that went a bit awry. Now we have a nice connection starting all over again. We've cleared the karmic debt. There's still that nice bond there, but we just have to move forward and keep it nurtured, keep it fed, keep it watered in order to grow it. It'll be a new connection, new relationship as well. Same goes there. So really nice actually the way it's looking, Aquarius, for you guys so far. Okay, recent influences. And we have the Emperor. Another major card, so major happening here. Very much the father card, the authoritarian card. The guy, he's a very successful person. He's got there by his own, you know, discipline, strategy, hard work. Also on the other side of that can be a bit controlling, that kind of thing as well coming through. Very male energy here. So for you female Capricorn, Aquarians, it could be this kind of person sort of just, you know, hanging around in your midst that you might have to, and knowing Aquarians, you're very much group people, you'll just kind of ease him into you'll deal with him quite well. But yeah, just, he has his good and he has his bad, as does anybody. But yeah, just be aware of that very strong male influence there coming around, just, you know, around the Christmas period. Okay. And if there's controlling behaviour, well, you more than anyone knows how to combat that. The lesson you'll be learning: do I hang on? Do I let go? Very much a past life card, in that, you know, it's a lesson coming up. You know, things might be a bit difficult for some. If there is fertility and new pregnancy coming in, it might be a bit like, oh, I'm not ready, oh, it's not this, oh, it's not that. But it's a really minor card, but it's a major card in terms of really going deep, delving deep to get your answer, because it will stay with you, your choice out of this one. It's quite family oriented as well, or oriented to those we're very close to. Those that some days we go, oh, I can't stand you, and other days, oh, well, you know, we can't stand to be without you. So it's very much that dichotomy there with the four of coins, where hanging on or letting go. The advice really is letting go and see where it falls, rather than hanging on and wasting all your energy by clinging on to something that's really not worth clinging on to. I leave it with you. Near future we have, and we have the fall coming in just in time for the new year, into 2022. New beginnings, new journeys, everything's new, everything's possible. So what are you going to do about it, Aquarians? You're just going to jump off the cliff and see which of the many ways you will glide or thump down, or you will, however you're going to do it. It will be an interesting time. But with this karmic debt cleared off, you have a brand new beginning, so make the best of it. Okay, what may be happening that you're not really aware of, or not aware of at all, is the fear factor. So get rid of that, because this is just fear for fear's sake. Especially with new beginnings, you just jump. Don't start getting in your head and reasoning back and forth, the whys and the wherefores. You just have to be very action-oriented this month. This 4 weeks, sorry. So don't get into your head, because it'll just be a whole waste of energy for worry for no consequences. No need for you to worry. Even though you are an air sign, cut it out, because really you're just going to waste energy and kick yourself later if you start, you know, overthinking stuff. Okay, let's see how other people see you. Yeah, very up in the air about something here, Aquarius. This is another air sign card. Very much up in the air, not really sure what's going to happen, especially those, you know, people who, especially in our country, Australia, people who wanted to travel can no longer travel, or they have chosen not to travel, or they just can't because of restrictions. So very much up in the air, but make the most of it. Use the energy of the Ace of Wands just to get on with things, be active, go for walks, do whatever it is to sort of overcome that feeling of being sort of up in the air with nowhere to go, because you have got things to do. You've got lots of things to do, but at the moment it's a volatile climate out there, as we all know, so nothing's set in stone, and nothing ever is anyway, but there you go. Let's see what you're feeling positive about. You're feeling really balanced, money-wise, material-wise, work-wise. Yeah, work sometimes, especially at the end of the year, we get a bit over it. But everything's sort of in a nice balance there, giving and receiving in equal measure, especially that is what Christmas is actually about. It's actually about, you know, giving thanks and giving and receiving, but on equal measure, not too ostentatious. So you are aware of this. You've had a pretty good year, Aquarius. Of course, there's ups and downs like every year, but you've kind of come out being, you know, feeling like you've got everything just how you like it. So it's nice. So despite any other feelings you might have about being up in the air and worrying for worry's sake, you're actually really earthed. So that's a good point. And you know that without overthinking anything else. Okay, let's see the outcome. And we have the Magician. So in comes the Magician. He is the spirit messenger. He is laying down the gauntlet for you. Okay, your new beginnings, new things coming in, lots of potential you have, but there's always risk. And this might be this new beginning here with the Fool. So it's about go for it, but just realise that nothing is all smooth sailing. It's always 50-50. It's a bit like the gambler, and you have to be like the gambler in life because all sorts of unexpected turns can come in, but it's how we deal with them. Beautiful card though, Mercury, communication, getting on. They're things that you're really good at as an air sign. You're excellent communicators and excellent ideas people. So take the Magician's advice and go with it, come what may. Lovely cards, Aquarius. So let's see what your message is. And we have compassion. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of its creativity, beauty. So it's release all this sort of compassion as it rises up to meet the suffering and pain of all living things, releases that within yourself and others. It makes creating mutual happiness possible. On that note, a happy Christmas, happy New Year, and we'll talk soon. Thank you very much for listening, Aquarius.